Welcome! In this segment we'll be discussing research papers, in particular outlines and research. In previous segments we talked about the research paper defined and we talked about thesis statements and getting started. But in this one we're going to talk about the actual outline process. So the first thing you should do once you get your thesis statement and your topic down, you're going to want to make an outline of all the components and parts that you'll need for your research paper. And you're going to want to do this pretty early on in your process so that as you formulate your outline, you can have time to ask your professor if you're on the right track. So this is just a quick sample outline of a research paper. You would have an introduction with, of course, your thesis statement. You would define your topic and any terms that you would need to let the audience know about. And in the body, of course, you would be doing your review of your literature, your arguments, your points of view, and any kind of presentation of data. And then finally, you would have your conclusion with your summary and possibly your thesis reworded. And so again, you're going to want to take some time once you review your research paper assignment, pick a topic, do your thesis statement, sit down and draft out your outline. It may change along the way, but you need to have a starting point to keep you on track. One of the next things you want to do after you do your outline is to get the due date of when your research paper is due and work back from the due date and make yourself a timeline. So on that outline, you might want to include some dates of when you're going to accomplish each of those parts. You're going to need to include a time after you complete the research paper for the actual writing of it, putting it together, revising, and editing. You're also going to be doing lots of research in that body section of the outline. That's where your research is. So after you do your outline, you'll be conducting your research using appropriate literature. You'll want to talk with the librarians at your institution to find out the right databases and journals. And along the way, take lots of notes, keep track of your citations, and start your writing. Along the way, you need to check with your professor to see if you need a certain number of citations. And as you're getting those citations, you're going to want to, again, write down what those citations are, any quotes you're using, and any kind of data that you'll be using. And again, start writing. So to summarize, with your research paper, you're going to want to make an outline, keep you on track, make a plan, put some dates along that timeline, again, work backwards from the due date, research the literature, and start your writing. That's all for this segment. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time.